Now for the next weapon. And it is the Magnum. Colt Python. An American gun. It uses 357 Magnum rounds. So, apparently, this is the same gun from Resident Evil 1. So, cool. Get to see it again. Alright, let's test it out. That's a cool reload animation. Now, let's test it for fun on a zombie, like usual, and then I'll test it on an appropriate enemy. Ha! So, there's the Magnum on a zombie. Once again, I do not advise you to do that. That is a waste of ammo. I'm only showing it because it's funny. Alright, now to test it on an appropriate enemy. I'm gonna test it on a hunter! One shot from the Magnum. So, the Magnum is a very powerful weapon. Only should be used on bosses and powerful enemies. Now for the next weapon. The grenade launcher. Now, here's another weapon that uses multiple rounds. And it's famous for using multiple rounds in the Resident Evil series. So, in this one, there are 4 different types of rounds, just like Resident Evil 3. They are explosive rounds, acid rounds, flame rounds, and the new BOW rounds. They don't have freeze rounds in this one like they did in Resident Evil 3 for some reason. They should have. But you got BOW rounds, which are really powerful. But anyway, let me check the grenade launcher. M79 grenade launcher. This uses 40mm rounds. Alright. Now, let's test the 4 rounds out first before testing it on enemies. So first, explosive rounds. Now for acid rounds. Alright, now for flame rounds. Now for BOW rounds. BOW gas rounds. Wow. Alright. Now, I will not bother testing it on zombies because it's pointless. I will test these on Bandersnatches. Alright, first explosive rounds. So, at close range, yeah, it should only take like 2 shots with the explosive rounds. Alright, now for acid rounds. Alright, so 2 shots with acid rounds also. Now let's try flame rounds. So, 2 rounds with the flame rounds. Alright, now let's try it with the BOW rounds. So, the BOW rounds took 3 shots. So, well, according to the game, the BOW rounds are supposed to be the most powerful rounds out there. It has a spread effect, so once you shoot it, like all enemies around you will be affected, but not very much. I'm pretty sure acid rounds are still the most powerful rounds, but for the Bandersnatches, they all took around 2 to 3 shots, so like in all games, I'd recommend the grenade launcher, like specifically against bosses and really powerful enemies. So that's the best I have to say for that. Okay, so now for the next weapon. Alright, the next weapon is going to be the linear launcher, but the only time you use it is on the boss Alexia. And this game is stupid and doesn't have the ability to turn off the music, so the sound is going to overlap my voice, so I won't be able to read it out. So for that one, I'm just going to let you guys read the description, alright? So I'm going to fast forward to that right now. So there's the linear launcher. Now for the next weapon, and the last weapon. Alrighty, now for the last weapon of the game, the rocket launcher. And oh my god, this is so hard to unlock. Another name for a rocket launcher is bazooka. You can defeat most enemies with one shot. Alright, well, last weapon. Let's test it out and test it on enemies. Alright, incredible power as always. Alright, this time, on this game, I'm going to test it on more than just 2 enemies. I'm going to test it on multiple enemies. So, enjoy. And that is it for Resident Evil Code Veronica X weapons. Oh, I am so glad this is over. This took me 3 months to make because I don't work on it every day because I have a life. So, that's it for Code Veronica weapons. Well, since I'm going to keep an order, the next game will be Resident Evil 0 weapons. And hopefully that won't take as long as Code Veronica took, because I really think that's a less harder game than Code Veronica. So, hopefully I will have that to you much earlier than Code Veronica, but you're still going to have to wait a little while for that, because, once again, I haven't completed that game either. But, I'll see you there. I might actually see you next time in Resident Evil Revelations, because, if that game has melee moves on it, and I'm definitely going to get it, I'm definitely going to do a review on it. So, that's what's going to happen. So, that's it. This is Shankster94, aka The Gamer Shankster. So rate, comment, subscribe. See you in Resident Evil 0 weapons, or Resident Evil Revelations melee moves.